Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful session. Today, we are diving into two powerful tools in English grammar: prepositions and conjunctions. Now, you may not always notice them, but they are everywhere. In fact, they're the glue that holds our sentences together, helping us show relationships between words, and they also connect ideas and communicate clearly. In this session, we won't just understand what they are, we'll also see how to use them in real conversations at the workplace, emails, meetings, and even team discussions. You name it, and these are there. Let's begin with prepositions. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relationship with another word in the sentence. Now, think of prepositions as the position indicators. Yes, they answer questions like where, when they want to tell the place, when for time, and how for manner, direction, or even for reason. So, let's look at some of the categories of prepositions. They are used to indicate time, and common examples are at, on, in, since, for, during, by, until. For example, the meeting is at 3 p.m. We joined the company in 2020. He has been working here since last year. And use at for specific times. For example, at 5 o'clock, at noon. And use on for specific days or dates. On Monday, on 15 July. And use in for months, years, or centuries. For example, in June in 2022. Now, these show where something is or where it is going. For example, in, on, at, into, onto, over, under, between, beside, near, across. Now, let's find out some examples. She is in the office. The file is on the desk. Let's meet at the reception. He walked into the room. The chair is between the table and the sofa. Now, there are certain confusions. Like one confusion is in the car versus on the bus. We use in for small and closed spaces and on for public or large vehicles, especially when they are moving. Let me now share 10 common preposition mistakes Indian professionals often make. Number 1, despite of is wrong. It's only despite. Despite the rain, we continued the event. Note that we use of after in spite. For example, in spite of his illness, he attended the event. Now, don't say discuss about, say discuss. Let's discuss the report. Not discuss about, because discuss is a transitive verb. Similarly, number 3, don't say complain for, say complain about. He complained about the delay. Yeah, sometimes we use against after complain. For example, he complained against the officer. It is generally used when you are complaining against a person or organization. Now let's look into the fourth one. The fourth mistake. It's not married with, it is married to. She is married to a lawyer, not with a lawyer. And fifth, don't say enter into, say enter. Please enter the room. Don't say please enter into the room. Sixth, don't say demand for, say demand. They demanded an explanation. Remember, we use asked for as a phrasal verb for demand. For example, he asked for a glass of water. And don't say good in, say good at. She is good at maths. Huh. In combination, don't use between and to. Use between and and. I will come between 4 and 5 p.m. Yes, when you are using from, use to. I'll stay there from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And never say go to home, say go home. I'm going home now. Don't use inform to, say inform. Please inform your manager. Don't say please inform to your manager. Some people do that. Let's do a short drill. Fill in the blanks with the correct preposition. You get 5 seconds to answer. You can pause and answer. You'll get the answer after each sentence. The interview is dash Monday. Give the answer. Yes, on. We stayed dash a hotel near the airport. N is the right answer. She has been working here dash 5 years. 5 years, not since. I'll be there from 6 p.m. dash 6:30 p.m. 2. The coffee spilled dash my shirt. Give the right answer. On. Oh, that's a great job. Let's move to conjunctions now. A conjunction is a word used to connect clauses, sentences, or even words. They make your speech smoother, your emails smarter, and your presentations more structured. Now, there are three main types of conjunctions. First, coordinating conjunction. Second, subordinating conjunctions. And third, correlatives. Let's break them down and understand each one of these. The first, coordinating conjunctions. Now, these are used to join two equal parts of a sentence. Now, you can always use the acronym FANBOYS to remember all the coordinating conjunction. Example, fan, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So, look at the acronym FANBOYS. Let's look at the example. She's smart and hardworking. You can call me or email me. I was tired, but I continued working. Subordinating conjunction. Number 2. These join dependent and independent clauses. For example, because, although, while, if, unless, since, as, though, when. Example, I left early because I had a call. Although it was late, he stayed back. You can't leave unless the manager approves. Now let's look at the third one, that is correlatives. Now they come in pairs. For example, either or, neither nor, not only but also, both and. Let's have a look at some of the examples. Either you call me or I will visit him alone. She is not only creative but also reliable. We need both time and money. Now use conjunctions to make transitions. Now, for example, you can use in addition, we must, or you can use them to show contrast. However, the data shows, or in present conditions, if we meet the deadline. In client calls, use phrases like, while I understand your concern, I would like to share another perspective. We can do that, but it may impact the timeline. Now, there is a mini challenge. So, I'm giving you few sentences with blanks. Use right conjunction in these blanks. The first one, I stayed late at work, dash, a lot of work was pending. Second, we can either present the idea now, later. She finished the report, dash, couldn't submit it. So, what have we learned today? Prepositions help us express time, place, direction, and more. Conjunctions, they connect our thoughts smoothly and logically. You now know common mistakes to avoid and how to use them in daily office communication. So, thank you for joining me. Keep learning and keep growing.